Artists with their talent and passion always bring to the audience emotional performances, conveying profound spiritual values through music, dance, acting, or other forms of art. However, behind each presentation, they also have to face the least risks. Unexpected incidents sometimes happen, from stage accidents, technical dangers, to unexpected events causing many artists to be seriously injured or even lose their lives. Such work makes us more aware of the sacrifices that artists have to go through to bring them moments of entertainment and emotional emotions. Let's explore the emotional stories of those whose final curtain call came too soon, leaving an unforgettable legacy that still haunts the stage to this day. On March 22, 1978, the world of circus lost a legend when Karl Wallenda, the 73-year-old tightrope master, died in a horrific accident while performing one of his most daring acts. Wallenda, renowned for his extraordinary balance and fearless spirit, had captivated audiences for decades with his breathtaking performances. That day, he was performing a tightrope walk between the towers of the Condado Plaza Hotel in San Juan, Puerto Rico. As he carefully took each step on the rope, strong winds began to shake the precarious path. Despite being an experienced performer, Wallenda lost his balance and fell. The footage of the incident was later broadcast, leaving viewers in shock and turning the highly anticipated performance into a harsh reminder of the dangers associated with his art. Wallenda's passing was a great loss to the circus world, where he was considered a symbol of courage and relentless dedication, even in his later years. Dawn Brancheau, a dedicated trainer at SeaWorld, lost her life on February 24, 2010, while working with the orca whale Tilikum during a routine interaction. The whale suddenly grabbed her and pulled her into the water. Despite desperate attempts to rescue her, Dawn did not survive due to the severe injuries she sustained. The incident sparked a major debate about the captivity of animals and the safety of trainers working with giant marine animals. Dawn Brancheau, with her dedication and love for animals, left a profound impact while also highlighting the dangers that trainers may face in their line of work. On June 13, 2009, the world of professional wrestling was shaken when Mitsuharu Misawa, a revered figure in Japanese wrestling, tragically passed away during a live match in Hiroshima. Famous for his high-flying style and technical mastery, Misawa was a legend who had captivated audiences for decades. That evening, during a tag team match, the situation suddenly turned dire when he was lifted for a suplex and unexpectedly collapsed in the ring. At first, the audience thought it was part of the performance, but the atmosphere quickly turned tense as officials and medical staff rushed to assist. The live broadcast captured the urgent moment when CPR was performed right in the ring, with spectators in stunned silence. Eventually, the truth became clear. Misawa had suffered a severe spinal injury, and this was not a staged act. Despite immediate intervention and being rushed to a nearby hospital, Misawa did not survive. His sudden passing not only left the wrestling community in mourning, but also highlighted the dangers faced by those who dedicate their lives to the sport. On September 4, 2006, the world was stunned by the sudden death of Steve Irwin, widely known as the Crocodile Hunter, while filming for the documentary Ocean's Deadliest. While exploring the waters of the Great Barrier Reef, Irwin encountered a large stingray. Known for his close approach to wildlife, Irwin swam up to the animal, which was typically not aggressive. However, in a rare act of self-defense, the stingray struck with its tail, inflicting a fatal wound. Irwin's dedicated team quickly pulled him from the water and made every effort to save him, but despite their attempts, they were unable to keep him alive. Although cameras were recording at the time, the footage was never released out of respect for Irwin's family. His passing at the age of 44 left fans around the world heartbroken. He was celebrated for his fearless spirit and unwavering commitment to wildlife conservation. His legacy lives on, inspiring love and respect for the natural world and the creatures he was passionate about protecting. Pedro Henrique, the renowned guitarist from Brazil, passed away suddenly on March 12, 2023, leaving the music community in shock and mourning. At the age of 39, he was performing at a music festival in Sao Paulo when he suddenly collapsed on stage. Medical personnel rushed to his side and took him to the nearest hospital. But sadly, Henrique was confirmed dead upon arrival. The cause was later determined to be a heart attack, a heartbreaking revelation that sent shockwaves through the music community. His passing was a heavy blow to fans, friends, and fellow musicians. His emotional performances, exceptional skill, and deep love for music left an indelible mark on Brazilian music. Henrique's legacy lives on in the hearts of those who admired his artistry and the unforgettable energy he brought to the stage. On September 12, 2022, the vibrant drag community of Philadelphia was shaken by the sudden death of Valencia Prime, a 25-year-old transgender performer known as the plus-size dancing diva of Philadelphia. Prime was hosting her popular show Prime Time at Taboo Lounge and Sports Bar when she suddenly collapsed on stage. Despite receiving prompt medical attention and being rushed to Thomas Jefferson Hospital, she was confirmed dead upon arrival. The cause of death was later determined to be arteriosclerosis and was classified as a natural cause. Prime's sudden passing sent shockwaves not only through the LGBTQ+ community but beyond, leaving many in deep mourning. She was beloved not only for her dynamic performances, but also for the positive energy and light she brought to everyone around her. Friends, fans, and fellow performers shared heartfelt tributes, remembering her as someone who always radiated optimism and joy. KK, the famous playback singer from India, suddenly passed away on May 31, 2022, leaving a deep sense of sorrow within the music community. Born on August 23, 1968 in Delhi, he began his career in the 1990s and quickly became a beloved icon. KK was known for timeless songs such as Tadap Tadap from Hum Dil De Chuk Sanam, Pia Aaya Na from Ashiki 2, and Kuda Jane from Bakna Ai Haseno. During a live performance at Nazrul Mancha in Kolkata, KK suddenly collapsed on stage. Despite receiving immediate medical attention and being rushed to the hospital, he was confirmed dead upon arrival. The cause of death was later determined to be cardiac arrest. At the age of 54, KK's passing left a huge void in the Indian music scene. With his emotionally charged voice and exceptional ability to convey deep expression, he had made a lasting impact on the hearts of his fans, leaving behind an unforgettable musical legacy. Kosta Titch, the South African rapper and dancer, tragically passed away on March 11, 2023, during a performance at the Ultra South Africa Music Festival in Johannesburg. While on stage, Kosta Titch collapsed twice, with the second fall being fatal. Despite receiving immediate medical attention, he was confirmed dead shortly after. Initially, the cause of death was not determined, leading to speculation that he may have suffered a seizure. However, in May 2024, his family revealed that an autopsy showed Kosta Titch's heart had been under significant strain due to prolonged stress and fatigue, leading to an irregular heartbeat and causing the fatal seizure. Kosta Titch was a prominent figure in the Amapiano music scene and had recently signed with Akon's record label, Convict Culture. His sudden passing was a huge loss to the music community, but his legacy continues to inspire many. Bruce Lee, the martial arts legend and iconic actor, suddenly passed away on July 20th, 1973, at the age of 32, leaving fans worldwide in shock. Known for groundbreaking films like Enter the Dragon, his death was a major blow. Lee was working in Hong Kong on a new project when he suddenly collapsed. Doctors believe the cause of death was cerebral edema, possibly triggered by a reaction to pain medication. Bruce Lee was not only a martial arts icon, but also a pioneer in bringing Eastern martial arts culture to a global audience. His legacy continues to live on through his films and his profound influence on both martial arts and cinema. Brandon Lee, the son of martial arts legend Bruce Lee, met a tragic fate while following in his father's footsteps, 5 rounds, due to a mistake in the preparation process. Despite undergoing hours of surgery, Brandon did not survive. His death, strangely similar to the sudden passing of his father, remains one of Hollywood's most heartbreaking accidents. On December 8, 2004, a tragedy occurred during a performance by the rock band Damage Plan at the Alrosa Villa Club in Columbus, Ohio. Damage Plan was the new musical project of Dimebag Darrell Abbott, the legendary guitarist of the popular metal band Pantera. As the band began to perform, Nathan Gale, a 25-year-old former Marine, rushed on stage with a gun. Just 90 seconds into the show, Gale shot Abbott, killing him and 3 others: fan Nathan Bray, crew member Jeff Thompson, and club employee Aaron Hawk. Gale was later shot dead by a police officer at the scene. The motive behind Gale's actions remains a mystery, though several theories have been proposed. It not only took the life of a beloved musician, but also shook the community to its core. At the Metropolitan Opera House in New York in January 1996, the boundary between tragedy on stage and real-life sorrow was blurred in a chilling event. Opera singer Richard Versal, while performing the role of Vec, an aging office clerk in the Macropolis case, experienced a heartbreaking accident. The opening scene required him to climb a library-style ladder to arrange documents. While delivering the fateful line, "It's a pity you can only live this long," Versal suddenly lost his balance and fell. This tragedy was not part of the performance. The 63-year-old opera singer, who had performed on stages across Europe and beyond, suffered a heart attack right on stage, leading to the fatal fall. The tragic irony of his final words and the unexpected turn of events remains one of the most haunting moments in opera history. Nick Menza, the legendary drummer of heavy metal, left an indelible mark as a core member of the famous band Megadeth. Throughout the 1990s, Menza played a pivotal role in creating iconic albums like Rust in Peace and Countdown to Extinction. His powerful drumming and energy were central to the band's sound and success during that era. On May 21, 2016, Menza's life was tragically cut short during a performance with the band OHM, a musical project founded by former Megadeth guitarist Chris Poland. While performing at the Baked Potato, a jazz club in Los Angeles, Menza collapsed on stage while playing the 3rd song of the set. Despite immediate medical attention, he was later confirmed dead. Despite receiving emergency treatment, Menza was confirmed dead at a nearby hospital. The cause of death was determined to be a heart attack at the age of 51. Nick Menza's passing was a great shock to fans and colleagues alike, leaving a significant void in the heavy metal music scene. Sib Hashian, the legendary drummer of the rock band Boston, played a crucial role in creating classic albums such as Boston, which sold 17 million copies and Don't Look Back, which sold 7 million copies, solidifying Boston's place in rock music history. Although interest in Boston's music gradually declined over time, Hashian continued to maintain the spirit of classic rock by participating in nostalgic tours, including the Legends of Rock cruise. These tours allowed rock fans to relive the golden era, featuring members from legendary bands like Foreigner Kansas, the Beach Boys, and, of course, Boston. Sadly, in March 2017, while performing on the Legends of Rock cruise on a journey from Miami to the Caribbean, Hashian suddenly collapsed behind his drum kit. Despite the efforts of the ship's medical team to revive him, he could not be saved. At the age of 67, Sib Hashian's passing left a deep sense of sorrow among fans and the rock music community, but his musical legacy will forever be remembered in the history of rock music. Jerome Irving Rodale, also known as J.I. Rodale, was a passionate advocate for health practices that were considered unconventional during his time. Rodale spent many years writing and speaking on health-related topics, firmly believing that these habits could significantly extend life expectancy. His work laid the foundation for the organic movement and alternative health practices, which gained widespread attention in later years. On June 7, 1971, Rodale appeared on a taped episode of The Dick Cavett Show on ABC. At 72 years old, he confidently declared that he had never felt healthier, even stating that he would live to be 100. The New York Times also reported on his optimism, as Rodale firmly believed that his lifestyle habits would lead to a long and healthy life. However, in a heartbreaking twist of irony, Rodale's life came to an end right on stage, just minutes after making that bold statement. While host Dick Cavett was engaging in conversation with another guest, Rodale suddenly collapsed, letting out a deep, frightening sound. His face turned pale and he passed away right before the live studio audience. Colonel Bruce Hampton, an icon of the jam band scene, left a lasting impact on the music world through his creativity and improvisational performance style. On May 1, 2017, a celebration of his 70th birthday was held at the Fox Theater in Atlanta. The event brought together musicians from Blues Traveler, Widespread Panic, and many other artists to honor Hampton's musical legacy. However, the joyful event suddenly turned into a tragedy. While a young and talented guitarist, Taz Now, was captivating the audience, Hampton unexpectedly knelt down and leaned against a speaker. At first, those around him thought it was part of the performance, but soon realized he had collapsed. Though the show continued for a brief moment, the heartbreaking truth was that Hampton passed away right on stage. His death during his final performance left a deep sense of sorrow, but it also solidified his profound legacy in the music world. Tommy Cooper, the legendary Welsh comedian and magician, brought endless laughter to audiences with his humorous magic performances. In a famous act on the Live from Her Majesty's show in April 1984, Cooper performed the magic cloak routine, where he pulled increasingly larger objects from a huge cloak. The act reached its climax when the host, Jimmy Tarbuck, playing his assistant, prepared to hand him a ladder, adding to the humor of the performance. However, the performance unexpectedly turned into a tragedy. After a segment with a female assistant, Cooper suddenly collapsed on stage. At first, Tarbuck and the audience believed it was part of his impromptu comedic routine. The crowd laughed, unaware that Cooper was suffering a serious heart attack. As the situation became clear, The show's director quickly switched to commercials to prevent the TV audience from witnessing the emergency. Cooper was removed from the stage and rushed to the hospital, but tragically, the 62-year-old comedian passed away shortly after. Owen Hart, one of the most beloved WWE stars of the 1990s, was known for his incredible talent in the ring and was the younger brother of wrestling legend Bret the Hitman Hart. However, on May 23, 1999, during the pay-per-view event Over the Edge, a tragic accident occurred. Owen Hart, performing as the superhero Blue Blazer, suffered a severe accident when a malfunction in the rigging system caused him to fall from a height of 78 feet, about 24 meters, onto the ring. The impact resulted in serious injuries, and he tragically passed away at the age of 34. The 16,000 fans at Kemper Arena in Kansas City initially thought it was part of the performance, but the truth was later confirmed by commentator Jim Ross. The show quickly transitioned to airing footage from Hart's previous matches to avoid further shock. Although Hart was rushed to the hospital, he could not survive the injuries. His untimely passing left a deep sense of sorrow among fans and the wrestling community. Tiny Tim, a unique artist in the music world, became a cultural phenomenon with his high-pitched voice and eccentric performance style. His song, Tiptoe, Through the Tulips with Me, reached number 17 on the Billboard charts in 1968. His fame peaked in 1969 when he married his 17-year-old fan, Vicky, live on The Tonight Show, attracting 21.4 million households, setting a record for the show. On November 30th, 1996, during a fundraising event in Minneapolis, Tiny Tim was still performing with great enthusiasm. While performing his signature song, he suddenly stopped, told his wife Susan Gardner that he wasn't feeling well, and collapsed on stage. Despite being rushed to the hospital, he passed away a few hours later at the age of 64 due to heart failure. His death left a deep sense of sadness and admiration for an artist who dedicated his life to music. Barbara Weldons, a rising star in the French music scene, made a significant impact with her debut album Le Grand H de l'Homme, which was highly praised by critics in 2017. During a performance at the Léo Ferré Festival, held in a church in the small village of Goudron, France, Weldons captivated the audience with her outstanding performance, receiving warm applause. However, the event turned into a tragedy when Weldon suddenly collapsed on stage and passed away at the age of 35. Initially, the cause was believed to be a heart attack, but an autopsy later confirmed that she had been electrocuted. Weldons had been performing barefoot and accidentally stepped onto a faulty electrical wire, leading to the tragic accident. Her sudden death left deep sorrow among her fans and the French music industry, serving as a poignant reminder of the importance of safety on stage. On March 20, 2015, during a lucha libre match in Tijuana, Mexico, Pedro Aguayo Ramirez, known as El Perro Aguayo, suffered a tragic accident in the ring. The match featured the legendary Rey Mysterio, real name Oscar Gutierrez, and was expected to be a memorable event. During the match, Rey Mysterio delivered a flying kick, causing Aguayo to collide forcefully with the ropes. The impact left Aguayo motionless in the ring, creating a tense atmosphere. Realizing the critical situation, Rey Mysterio and the referee quickly called for medical assistance, but the delayed response cost them the chance to save him. The Lucha Libre Commission later confirmed that Aguayo died at the age of 35 due to a heart attack caused by a cervical stroke, a result of the neck injury. This tragedy not only shocked the professional wrestling world, but also left a deep sorrow in the hearts of fans worldwide. Jane Little, the legendary contrabass player of the Atlanta Symphony Orchestra, ASO, dedicated more than 7 decades to music, having joined the orchestra in 1945 at the age of 16. In February 2016, Little was honored by Guinness World Records with the record for the longest career with a single orchestra, reaching an astonishing 71 years. This achievement not only reflected her immense talent, but also served as a testament to her lifelong devotion to music. Just a few months later, in May 2016, Jane Little passed away while doing what she loved most. During a Broadway concert tribute performance of the iconic song, "There's No Business Like Show Business," the 87-year-old artist, despite her weakened health from cancer, continued to perform with passion. However, she suddenly collapsed on stage, still holding her contrabass. Little was quickly taken backstage and passed away shortly after. Her death not only left a deep sorrow, but also served as a beautiful reminder of a life fully dedicated to music. Mike Scaccia, a talented guitarist, was a key figure in shaping the thrash metal and industrial metal scenes during the 1980s. He joined the band Ministry in 1989, contributing to the group's musical shift from synth-pop to a heavier guitar-driven style. As a central figure in the successful album Psalm 69, The Way to Succeed and The Way to Suck Eggs, Scaccia played a pivotal role in creating iconic tracks like Jesus Built My Hot Rod and NWO, cementing Ministry's place in the metal music landscape. On December 22, 2012, during a performance at the Rail Club in Fort Worth, Texas, to celebrate the 50th birthday of rigor mortis vocalist Bruce Corbett, Mike Scaccia experienced a tragic event. While performing on stage, he suddenly collapsed. Despite being rushed to the hospital, Scaccia could not be saved. An autopsy later confirmed that he passed away at the age of 47 from a heart attack due to an underlying heart condition. His sudden death was a huge loss to his fans and the metal community, leaving behind a musical legacy that continues to inspire. Thank you for watching today's video about the tragic moments when artists and performers passed away right on stage. These stories not only shed light on the risks they faced in their careers, but also serve as an emotional reminder of their passion and dedication to the arts until the very end. If you found this content interesting, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel to continue following us in more captivating videos. See you in the next emotional story.